Unmute RP screen.
Oh
Harb. Good golly. We're so loud. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
We are all heard.
3, 2, 1.
And
Right.
that
2, 1,
beautiful
3.
that beautiful friggin' fan art in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there, yeah.
As it should be. It's beautiful.
It was very nice, yeah.
All right. Welcome on in, everybody. Editor Worm says, you kind of did it. Good job. Nice.
Yay.
Nice.
Thanks, Editor
Welcome on
Worm.
in to another stream of Wander Home. You know, we're here for the chill vibes, good times, and a lot of character exploration and location exploration and all that jazz. Let's go around the table and get introductions from everybody. Squiz, where can people find you on the internet?
I stream on Twitch. It's the same name. I'm also on the Twitter. I don't do much on there, but it exists. The Twitter.
Tweeter.
The Twitter. That's pretty much it right now.
Nice. And then Yagoki, where can people find you on the internet?
Across the table. I am here on Twitch, over on TikTok, expanding to YouTube slowly. Well, actually, just Shotgun Blast. I just put a whole bunch of videos. I just put a whole bunch of videos as public. Baldur's Gate playthroughs and might put my newest gameplay up there for Asteragos, Curse of Stars. Just started that last night. That's actually a pretty fun game. The voice acting is okay for a little indie project.
There was a fox, so it's actually one of the best games ever made.
There was a fox. There was a fox blacksmith. So it's a fun little Souls-like. I'm looking
Can you
forward
romance
to
the blacksmith?
There are no romance options.
Can you pretend to romance the blacksmith?
I mean, as
you can ship everything.
That just reminds me of the meme that's like, it says, cannon, a projectile weapon often mounted to ships or ballistas. And then it says, cannon. And it is the official, the officially stated story of something.
Yes.
And then someone commented, well, they both sink ships.
Ah!
No, our ship.
Ross, where can people find you on the internet?
What? You can find me on Twitch, Ross__bear. I need to change that at some point because it's so cumbersome to say, and definitely like weird to like search. But that's I'll figure that out later. I'm also on Twitter, same username. I'm also on Blue Sky. And lately I've been doing Pokemans. Next stream is actually gonna be the end. At least I hope it's the end of the Fire Red randomizer, because like I'm literally outside the Elite Four. So
I was gonna say, I think I saw you grinding last time I was on a stream.
Oh my
grinding
god,
out some levels.
I was so upset that the seed gave me 2 different encounters that had instant kill moves.
Back to back.
It was so mean. Just like 1 second, I'm like just like grinding like hell. The next second is like, oh, sheer cold, or oh, horn drill. Okay, back to the center
there
we go.
There are 5 of these moves in the game. You are about to experience 4 of them.
The 5th one may surprise you.
No one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
It was painful, but yeah, that's what's going on my side of the internet.
Nice. And I am Little Foxy on the Twitter. Foxy basically everywhere else. I go by many names of and I'm on all the Discords.
All of them.
Not all of them. I'm on a lot of them though. I
Literally
keep
all
having
of
to
them.
stream them
He's
down.
in your Discord right now. Check your
It-
Discord. He's in there.
I'm so small you can't see me. I slipped past your mods.
Lies.
I'm in the walls. I'm in the gosh darn walls.
Ugh.
Anyway, this week, the lovely leader of the Awooters team put together this view for us so that you guys can actually see the tabletop experience.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Table flips.
It's too bad we can't do that.
anyway,
Copyright. Oh
this
God.
week,
I don't think we were that good.
if
Wait,
they
you can't-
copyright
Wow.
that, I want money.
You can't move on until you've talked about the
I
drawing.
know, I need a tip.
Oh yes, we've mentioned it before, but this is the drawing.
Oh,
That
yes.
every time someone new shows up, they add something to it. So
Wait, where's the text?
The text went away.
the text
wait.
did go away.
No, it's still there. You're just this is not visible from that angle.
Oh,
Weirdly.
There
Oh,
it
that's
is.
Oh,
funny.
that's
So-
weird.
this part, the box and the two circles, was put there by Yagoki, and then Ross put this face on one of the circles, and then I put the other face on the other circle and wrote, and then they kissed. And then when Squiz showed up, she put a bow tie on this guy and a little bow in her hair, and it was just a good time. Anyway, the story of these two is continuing to unfold all the time, as is our stories. We
Oh,
just
yeah,
got done.
So many stories, so many angles.
Yes.
Yeah. We just got done exploring and, having a nice stay at Silver Spring. And not quite finding it to be home. We did learn something on our travel and while during our stay. But we all decided to set sail to greener pastures, maybe. I don't think these pastures are going to be very green, but we're going to a new location, and we all get to decide what that looks like, as well as about how long it takes to get there. If we'd like, we could functionally skip certain seasons. If we want to say that, like, oh, it took us like a month or two to travel. Or we could say that, oh, we just traveled for a few days. We're arriving at like the end of a few days travel or a week or what have you. We can decide that after we're done making the place. To make the place, right here, we have the three natures of our new location, in that it is a market, it is a maelstrom, and it is a furnace. Now, these are not necessarily literal descriptors. The place could simply be like a furnace or like a maelstrom. It's not like it always has an ongoing storm going. It could just be that there's the hustle and bustle of people at all hours, or, and so on. The furnace could describe it's like a desert, or even just passion burns brightly here in every aspect of life. So we're going to go around and get some thoughts on how we want to go about creating this place, how random we want it, if there are any particular elements of these three places that we definitely want to grab.
I had a thought.
Listening.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Yes, I know. Everyone's very excited. It's about the
I'm concerned.
folklore. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm very excited about this. There is a golden king and how he lost his heart. There is a queen who ripped a hole in the world. And in the aesthetics element, there is a mighty smith with a burning grudge.
Ooh.
Ooh, so you want to like tie those three things together?
Eyebrow wiggles. What if?
Okay. So you said that for something else of your own invention, right?
Oh,
So-
I just haven't looked at the folklore. That was just how those three went together.
What's the... Oh, wait, where's the third one?
It's in aesthetic elements.
Oh, aesthetic elements. Boom.
Okay.
I
I'm
definitely like the general vibe of all three of these.
yeah, I'm liking that so far.
Yes.
Definitely.
I was reading through it and I was like, "Oh, I see some drama."
I can work with this. Yeah.
Okay, so we still get to pick a folklore about the furnace aspect of this place.
Hmm.
So we have options are, oh, welcome in, SW. Options
Core.
are
Oh, woo.
the Eternal Forge and its iron servants, the
That
Heaven
can
Blade and its construction, and the binding of the slobbering god.
the Eternal Forge and its iron servants could be like a kingdom.
Yeah, I think it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and the
the
owner
old
of the
kingdom,
kingdom. Yeah, and like the guy who still lives there is the mighty smith with a burning grudge because like ooh, maybe
it could have been a fallen kingdom, and he's like one of the only people left that
yeah,
kind
like
of
the
remembers the
queen.
old tales.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the queen could have been like his daughter or something that got into a marriage that she wasn't into, but the king actually loved her, so like she broke his heart, and that's how
Okay.
she like ripped a hole in it,
Okay.
and then it just fell into ruin, and now the smith is just angry all the time.
Wow,
Ooh, I
Squiz is
also
just
have some ideas for
firing
like
on all cylinders today.
some physical
Seriously.
representations of this, where like the queen who ripped a hole in the world, right?
Mhm.
If like the king, the golden king, had a treasure, a special treasure made
Mhm.
for the queen.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
thinking like a golden fleece blanket, like
Right.
super luxurious, and she actually physically ripped it, and it really marked like how she ripped a hole in what was essentially his world, because she's not only tearing herself away from him but tearing apart a thing which he loves.
Mhm.
Ooh, what if this kingdom is not doing well? Like the Golden King is like the golden age of this kingdom, and everything was going really well. And then he tried to pursue this woman, which was like the great and like super famous Smith's daughter. And in his pursuit of her, like the kingdom fell apart because he was just like blinded.
I like to think that he's actually not that bad,
But he's not
um,
terrible.
and that the real quote villain of the story is the blacksmith. And in an effort to get his daughter back from the king, created the iron servants and laid siege to the castle. And the entire town went to ruin, and a large portions of the town still can't be traversed because the iron servants are lurking there.
Ooh, that's spooky.
So it's a town living on the outside of a ghost castle, essentially, that no one can
Yeah.
enter. And there's supposed to be lots of treasures inside, but they're not worth the risk.
Or at least people haven't deemed them worthy.
Ooh. Can the second aesthetic element for the furnace be the ornate glassworks? Because I'm thinking like they tell the story via like stained glass windows.
Ooh, I like it.
Yes.
I also like the idea that the place is generally it's almost like an oasis in a desert. There's
Mhm.
enough vegetation and water to live on. They have access to all the sand they'd ever need for glassworking,
Mhm.
but it's also why they can never truly leave, is there's not enough nearby to spread the town anywhere else.
Yeah.
Ooh, and there's a couple things in the maelstrom. Like, what if the castle is like, so it's an oasis where everything looks fine, but over the castle, there's always churning skies and howling winds.
To
Hmm.
overtop the castle. Okay.
I like the idea of churning skies and bolts of lightning.
Ooh,
And there's this
yeah.
theory that the lightning is what is keeping the iron constructs powered.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
They
like
just
that.
confirmed, but that's like the thought, is that
the
the
thought is
high
they just
concentration of
keep
iron is what
getting
keeps the lightning going.
they just keep getting struck. Okay.
They say when you
I
get too close, you may hear the pipe organ from the ballroom playing on its own.
Oh, I was thinking if you got too close, if you could if you can hear the sound of a hammer hitting metal, you're way
You're
way
too
too close.
close.
Yeah. Like it's too late. Dun dun dun.
The Grinch is gonna get you.
Oh God.
Let's
Not the Grinch.
see.
No.
So we still need 2 more aesthetic elements from the market
I
aspect.
think antique relics would make sense.
100%. Like, even if they're like, so there's definitely relics, there's definitely some old stuff, but there's also a lot of artists and commissioners trying to recreate that old style, but they can't
Mhm.
access the originals to try to recreate it.
Because something that could be really bringing in a lot of money for their area is tourism.
Yes.
So there's probably a lot of like quote unquote antiques that were smuggled out of the castle that you can buy right here.
was thinking that, or maybe there is one set of people who dares enter
Who
the castle.
actually did. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably both.
Let's see. And I'm thinking, to help tie in our merchant friend, a familiar crafty merchant that Green Sky perhaps knows.
Oh no.
And you can
That
work
would
on making a
work.
little character and give them something interesting to do and reveal that to us later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for a second I was like, maybe I'll follow you.
No gosh.
Maybell. So I decided to take my trip on the road, darling.
She would though.
Let's see. So this place can always, for the market, describe what you can find here, reveal the consequences of theft, offer someone something they want at an affordable price, give them a token if they refuse the offer. For the Maelstrom, this place can always describe the storm that threatens us, smash something against the rocks, and rip something away from someone and give them a token. And then
Oh,
the
that last one is
furnace,
scary.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know, maelstroms are scary. The furnace, describe the stifling heat, raise tensions caused by intolerable conditions, and ask, will you forge what was once broken? Give them a token if they try their best.
Hey, are we still doing the the thing that just showed up on the announcement on the stream page?
Oh, yeah, I had mentioned that last time.
That I'm not sure of.
Oh, editor worm.
Editor word.
Editor worm, editor worm.
Hey, Van.
Welcome back.
Moobot.
Are they still doing the
Is
the
Ansica still
icon
giving away
thing?
things?
Yeah.
Do we need to get rid of that Moobot announcement?
Or is Tessu even still giving away things?
Right. I don't need a unique taco.
I am having Husky thrown at me.
Oh,
Good.
I would like a unique taco.
Rez just told me that he can't make my taco because every taco is unique and needs to come from the heart.
I agree.
Yeah, but I just want him to I just want him to make the fucking taco. I don't want to walk out there.
No, it's art.
I don't need you to wax philosophicals at me. I need you to wrap meat in the tortilla. All right, I'll be back.
I just love that. Every taco is unique and special.
I know. Well, they got thrown back at her.
Okay. Okay, that should be good now. All right. Given the location, We have market. We have
Speaking of
Maelstrom.
tacos,
and we have
Furnace. Yeah.
uh
I'm right there with you, Rez.
since this place can always stuff is listed right here to the right, I'm not going to bother writing it because it doesn't fit in these spaces anyway.
Mm.
That's fair.
But if we wanted to, we could use this space to list out our aesthetic elements instead. Because we only have 4 slots for it up here, but here we have, a lot more.
Right.
So if someone wants to start writing down those aesthetic elements,
Rotate. Gotcha.
I'm thinking putting
Okay.
it here.
Tried to cheapen the taco experience.
I'm gonna remember this the next time I have to make you tacos.
Every
Dang.
taco is unique and special.
Get got.
Exactly, and has to be made from the heart, apparently.
Apparently.
All right, do we have anything new?
New and what?
I don't know
No,
if I missed anything.
no, you haven't
No,
missed anything. We're just
haven't missed anything yet.
making notes of the things we already decided on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if someone could write down under this place can always just put the aesthetic elements there, because we'll have more space, because we have 6
Oh.
aesthetic elements and only 4 rows here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yogi's got it.
Yeah.
What was the first one here?
I'm a princess. I don't have to do anything.
Can you read that for him?
Read the aesthetic elements, please.
Oh, princess.
Oh, okay. So starting with the market, we have antique relics.
If I could spell.
Is it doing the first letter thing?
No, it's not doing the first letter thing. It's just I need. Okay.
Oh,
hold
sure.
on.
It doesn't do the first letter thing for you.
It always it always usually does. Yeah.
It's powered by pure spite.
It is.
I feel that.
And soon, so shall I.
Mood, though.
The second one is familiar, crafty merchant.
Nope, there it is. The first letter thingy there. There we go.
And then for Maelstrom, we have churning skies and bolts of lightning.
I love how dramatic this place is.
Very, yes.
And then
It's
lastly,
definitely not a sleepy little town.
this town will keep you awake.
Mhm.
Lastly, Furnace's aesthetic elements are ornate glassworks and a mighty smith with a burning grudge.
I like that we use the European spelling of familiar.
Is that the European spelling for familiar?
I'm just assuming, because I wouldn't assume that he'd spell it wrong,
You know what? That's fair.
I usually do use European spellings for things.
I had no idea that was a spelling for it. But I'll take your word for it.
With a burning
How else will they know that I'm gone, Atlas? How else will they know?
With a burning
Grudge.
gra.
Yeah, burning raw.
I would just put
The
with a
burning
grudge.
All right, the last one is ornate glassworks. Yeah.
So I decided to Google familiar. The first result is familiar, an artistic exploration of feminism through comedy.
Familiar. So it is something, but not what we're trying to do.
Yep.
All right. Those are our aesthetic elements. We know our
God.
folklore as well, if we want to
I
start
just had a-
writing that down.
Terrible thought.
Oh.
Nothing says comedy like women's rights.
But
Jeez.
I can
But
say that.
Okay, and then folklore.
folklore for market is the Golden King and how he lost his heart.
And then for the maelstrom,
The Queen who ripped a hole in the world.
Zip.
I'm so excited for this place.
nah, it's a party.
Mm-hmm.
In whirl.
Whole whirl.
Hole in whirl.
Holy whirl.
You could
And
probably
finally-
fit the D if you get rid of the W
Oh, jeez.
in ripped.
Yeah.
I did the same thing earlier.
There we go.
There we go.
And finally, the Eternal Forge and its iron servants.
Can we just get a clip of Foxy saying something about fitting a D in somewhere?
Editor Worm, you know what to do?
Oh shit.
So, who lives here? What are the two primary? Because we can put anyone here, but who, if we just need to pull a character out of nowhere, can we describe as living in this deserty, really hot
The last place was Snakes and Frogs.
snakes and frogs? Because it was very much so a swamp / salt flats type area.
My
Yeah.
first thought was like bearded dragon.
Okay.
I also
I feel
thought
like-
fennec foxes because
Ooh.
sneaky merchant types.
I was thinking fennec foxes and quote unquote highborn cats, like lions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, big cats.
Yeah, so
Damn.
you have the lower class, quote unquote, again, fennec foxes up into the
Oh.
upper class,
Okay.
like big
The
cat
regal
predators. Yeah.
cat. Yeah.
And then
okay.
suddenly the Golden King and Queen come into focus.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
dab.
Okay.
So you got tiny foxes, big cats.
Mm-hmm. And the tiny foxes are definitely primarily like merchants.
We're adding Volpera to this place.
Volpera and Hrothgar, apparently.
Right.
Where are my hunky women cat people?
We're making them right now, apparently.
You've
Yeah.
been saying that for years.
No, you're you can play a female Hrothgar living in this town right now.
There we go.
Big cat, small cat. I like that.
Big cat, small fox.
Oh, yes. Fox.
Hmm.
2 X's.
As long as it's not 3 X's, we'll have to change our
This is
change our
already
age
18.
requirement.
This is already 18 plus.
Oh,
okay,
no.
Pain.
Oh no.
Okay. So we got some aesthetic elements. We know who lives here. We actually have a pretty firm grasp on, the lore of the place so far, as well as the folklore of the place. So just the local actual history and the folklore. They are a market They are a maelstrom and they are a furnace. What do we call this place?
I hate my brain sometimes.
What?
As soon as you finish saying, what do we call this place? I looked at the place sheet and then my brain just kind of like did a roulette on all the things it could possibly say in this moment. And I landed on Golden Corral.
So if we
but
had
what
done
if?
the market, if we had looked at the market and picked the aesthetic element for show-stopping livestock,
Yes,
we could
that would have
absolutely
been
do Golden Corral.
Oh my god.
But I was thinking,
glass forge. I mean, that's one
I
of the
was
elements.
thinking Cleargate.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Clear
Cleargate's
because not
cool.
only the glass working, but the idea
Ooh.
of there is a clear water spring that is
What
like
it-
it runs all the way through the town, and that's what really lets the place stay alive.
So this is like
Yeah.
a desert kind of town, right?
Okay,
Yes,
more
yeah.
savanna. So not it's
Is it
plenty of
savanna?
sand.
Okay.
Somewhere between savanna and
Glass.
desert where there's lots of sand, but lots of
Glass is
dirt.
made of sand. It would make sense for a lot of their structures to be like tempered glass.
Hmm.
And also like knickknacks, like they've got wind chimes, which are
Mhm.
almost always sounding, catching breezes from the churning skies over the kingdom nearby.
I bet that looks cool.
So whereas our last place had like all of these tapestries which always caught the wind, here we have so much glass of many colors which always catches the light.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
So Cleargate?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love it.
Side note, what do we want to call the castle?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Hmm.
Are we gonna
Tempest.
are we going to discover that later?
I'm thinking
I like to think that like it had a proper name once upon a time, but the locals don't remember what it was, so they just kind of call it Castle Morn.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
and its real name was Castle Ironmane, which was the last name of the king, who had a big black mane that looked like shave iron.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, okay.
Cool.
So we'll mark that here in the aesthetic elements. So Castle Ironmane,
Old name.
but it's currently called Castle Morn. I'm also anticipating that like this castle is actually dangerous. Like I don't imagine it'll be a place that we'll be going into lightly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, old places that are not well kept are gonna be dangerous.
Especially with iron servants walking around.
I feel like Taryn is going to be on his toes the entire time.
Has
Yeah,
he been
that
cured? Has he been cured of the thing?
All right.
He is
Oh no,
not.
I'm not cured.
Okay.
He's getting better.
I'm working
Got
on
it,
it,
got
but
it.
this
It's a
place is not gonna
process.
help.
This place is not going to help.
Or maybe
He's
it
over
will.
here
I don't
like,
know.
oh, geez, my poor
Oh,
bunny ward in a town
yeah,
of foxes and cats.
Rose is going to lose her shit.
All right. So we all have a general idea, but if someone wants to pop over here into the place notes section and put down, I believe, Squiz, you can work on this. Write down
Oh, no.
like a Cliff Note version of the interaction between the king, the queen, and the blacksmith, because that's really cool information that we wouldn't want to lose.
Okay. Let's see.
And while we are at it, so that we can also preview this, because this is the first time that chat will be able to see it. Goki. Believe you
Sorry,
have a
yes,
little
why am I?
merchant to make.
Yeah, that's why I had pulled one here.
Oh, yeah? We'll use that then. All right.
Oh, you just put another. Okay.
I didn't want to
I
accidentally delete your character sheet.
no, yeah, I had pulled it. I had pulled it. I had pulled a kith sheet, and
All
already.
right.
Wait, did it delete the other one? What's
I
going
got
on
rid of
here?
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Let's see. So
walk us through your character creation process. Currently, you only know that it has one trait that sort of came with the kit, which is crafty.
Going to be a frog.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I like
Maybe
that you
from the
have like
last
a
down.
network of frogs.
They chirp for miles.
And let's see.
Here, I'm going to go ahead and lock this for you so we stop accidentally moving it.
You know what? It's actually going to be the last one that we made last time. Or the last one we ran into last time. It's going to be the blacksmith that made the masks.
Oh, we didn't name him too. So he doesn't have a kith sheet yet.
Yeah. I think we tossed a name out, but didn't actually make the
Smithers.
kiss sheet for him.
Was it
I think it
Smithers or
was
Smithies?
Smithy or something Smith, yeah. Smithers, Smithy sounds right.
I like Smithers Black. He's got a first and last name. And
Smitherous Black.
It's just
Smithers
Blacksmith
Black.
backwards.
Yes, okay.
Smitherous Black. Blacksmith.
What's that called? Like nominal determination? Whereas like your name determines your fate.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what it used
I like
to be,
the
yeah.
name of that. That's like, geez, if your name was what you used to do, I better meet, the next time I meet someone called Fitzgibbons, I better see them stuffing a bunch of monkeys into a bunch of boxes.
Let's see. Oh, crud. What was the other place called?
Silver Spring.
Silver Spring.
You misspelled blacksmith.
Yeah, yeah.
Explain. How?
He put BLAKC.
Oh, okay. Wait, him or me?
Nominative determinism. That's what it's called. Clavis has
Okay.
enlightened us. Okay. Pronouns are probably he, him.
Yes. Yeah.
Did we want to leave it at just crafty? Did we want to add another one?
I was kind of thinking,
Nominative determinism. Thank you.
crafty, and is there one for um bouncy?
Give me one sec. I do think I know what you're like. Energetic type of
That's
deal,
it. Yeah.
or because I think energetic is a trait.
How do you spell jealous?
Gelos.
That looks
I
wrong.
I do believe that's right. Yeah.
There's no E at the end.
Mm,
I add the E and see if it looks right.
None
thought
of it
there
looks
was-
right.
I thought there was an A, either before or after the E. Gelos. I am dumb. However, don't listen to me.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, man. So I'm not seeing energetic,
Okay.
but some close ones. We've got cheerful is here. We have passionate is a physical trait, as well as adventurous.
No.
For artistic ones, we have oh, not really seeing much in that one. Probably there's ambitious. I think our closest ones to being like full of energy. Oh, rackus, social trait rackus.
Maybe. What's that one read?
A rackus kith is always looking for a good time. They are often revelers, jesters, and rustabouts, among others.
Maybe not.
Big party goers.
Yeah. Thinking more towards the uh the hummingbird.
Oh, the hummingbird, I believe, was dramatic. Yes.
Okay, maybe not then.
You can always play them as more
Right, yeah.
energetic. It's more about what additional things do you want for them to always be able to do. Because right now, you've got a couple of options from Crafty, which is invent something totally new, propose an alternate approach, or reveal that a plan they had in motion has paid off. Those are three things that you can choose one or two from that a crafty kith or character can always do. And then there's other ones here. You could possibly look into some of the traumatized traits like nervous, frantic, have a lot of energy about them. Royal and heroic are also traumatized traits, by the way.
Ooh.
Yep, the last page of traumatized traits has dead, heroic, and royal.
Hmm. Let's see.
Would you say, Foxy, a blanket or
What?
What did the king make for the daughter?
I was
Bro.
thinking
Like a quilt.
probably a blanket. I was thinking more like a throw, smaller, but a golden fleece throw.
Yeah.
What if he made her a crown?
And she like broke it in half or something.
Yeah, telling him no, not only
Probab-
for him, but also for the kingdom.
Like a fancy the coronation circlet.
Yeah, like that was his proposal.
So a filigree, a golden filigree circlet.
Mm-hmm.
Delicate, fragile, but beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's probably not how you spell that.
So another option, by the way, because this game is that freeform,
There we go.
you could make a new trait called energetic and give it some things that an energetic kith can always do.
True. Let's see.
The rules are very loose. You can just kind of do whatever.
You can do whatever. It's more of a framework or guideline, you know?
Mm.
The playbooks are more like guidelines than actual rules.
I will rename this part here Smitherous Black. So that when we hover over the sheet, we have that. And they are...
I don't think the rules mind me calling them loose, Atlas. I think it's fine. I think that's intended.
Okay.
And if not, then may Jordan Von Strangle come to me and explain why the rules are not loose. Or it's
Alright.
Jurgen. Sorry, Jurgen Von Strangle.
Jurgen Von Strangle. Was that Fairly Odd Parents?
It is.
That is appearance. Da rules.
I'll be
Enforcer-
back.
Enforcer
With
of the
weapons.
rules. All right, I think that's good.
Nice. I'm going to move energetic to details here
Okay, yeah.
so that we don't go in and we're like, where is this in the book?
How would you feel if the rules called you loose? Confused, frankly.
Why are the rules talking? Why to me? Am I the chosen one? Nice. Our first kith. I'm going to go ahead and get us a new scroll. This will be for where we put the place later. And actually, that's right. We were using this to also store the kith when we didn't need them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to change this one to Cleargate.
There's a planchette above my head.
Be gone. Oh
So
no,
there
the
we go.
planchette has appeared before me.
I'm going to move Smitherous Black into the book for now. Or into the
Into the Dead Sea Scrolls.
into the scrolls. And yeah.
No.
The tower.
So then, let me double check here. So I like these 4 questions, and I'd like to ask them every time that we go to a new place. So they'll be easier to answer than the first time because we actually know where we came from. But what sort of place did we just travel from? I kind of want us to answer these from the perspective of our characters. How did we view that place that we just traveled from?
Inky.
The stinky place?
It had bog smell.
And
Definitely heavy.
Yeah. Ember thought of the place as very busy. We just traveled away from a busy place.
Oh, we're going to some place that's gonna be so calm.
Right?
So
The last
calm.
place was busy by happenstance. This place is a maelstrom by choice.
Taryn thought it was he found it interesting that it was a place where there was always a lot happening, but the sound, like, it was never loud. It was always kind of like a low humming sound. Whereas this place we're going to is gonna be like a cacophony of things happening.
a good word.
But there's still this like refinedness and careful nature to everything. Like you're rushing, but you're rushing in a way that is controlled and soft because everything surrounding you is in some way connected to glass. And it always feels like it's at risk of breaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What
Green
about
Sky
Green Sky?
is definitely of the mindset that the place we just came from was rather calm and very in order and very nice.
Oh, I just realized I need to open this. Hold on.
Need to open a
While I'm doing that. But yeah, Ember thought the place was busy, but it was still kind of homey. It's just not a place she would call home.
but
Hello?
Kenku.
All right. Then we'll
Oh,
ask.
Kenku has not been here this entire time.
Nope.
No.
Whoops.
Do we feel our journey has been long? And by extension, how long do we want to say that we've been traveling to get to the new location? I'm thinking that we could actually go for a fair bit, and we were able to travel essentially through this season. We stopped at a couple of small places not worthy of, really buckling down, but small places that we could restock and then keep going.
Truck
But
stops.
we basically traveled
Basically.
through winter, because we hit this arid region where the winter is just not as intense. So we're kind of like, we're right at the end of so we traveled from here we go. We're right at the end of winter, so we're at Frostbite, where it would normally be very snowy. But we're enjoying the warmer climes despite that. It says Frostbite is a miserable month when the beauty of snow has given way to the uncomfortable presence of ice and frost. So the nights here are exceptionally cold still. I don't know if you guys have ever lived in a desert, but the lack of a lot of trees means that it basically doesn't have an atmosphere to maintain temperature properly. So it's hot. It gets miserably hot during the day, but then it'll drop like 30 degrees at night. So it's widely changing temperatures in the desert. And then we wake up the next day to like slightly frozen waters.
Damn. Wait.
uh, ah.
It stands.
And
Get outta here.
then, so yeah, if that's fine with you guys, I don't want to skip those seasons if you'd want to go through them. But I figure that a nice long travel, we're kind of getting into it, and the next holiday will actually be New Year's,
Okay.
which
And
is
that
also
lines
oddly
and
fitting
that
for how we'll be playing because
yeah,
it'll be about
that
New
lines
Year's
up, yeah.
when this month finishes out. This upcoming tomorrow is December.
Indeed. Let's do that, yeah.
Okay.
I'm game for that.
So we've been
Yeah.
traveling a long time. How are you guys taking the travels?
Bob Bob is trudging along with Green and Keen actually on his back, and there's plenty of room up there.
I like to think
people to-
Rose is taking advantage of it.
For people
Yes,
to
her poor little legs could not make it all the way out.
for people to take turns at the very least.
I
taking
also like
loads
to
off.
think that every now and then you use your giant shield makeshift into an enormous walk as essentially a sled,
Yes.
and like it's just you, and you either attach it to Bob or it's you in the green sky pulling along Rose and the Firefly. They just are all napping or whatever in the back of the sled essentially, and
Mhm.
when it snowed every now and then we could take advantage of just carrying them along that way.
The things I do for this kid.
Okay.
Ginger obviously hopping in there too.
Yes. I've wrote a book.
So you've written a book.
I've written a book. May I read my book?
You may.
Can you wait until after we've done our 4 questions? We've got 2 more,
Yes.
because I want to give you ample opportunity to do it without it feeling rushed.
Yes.
But how do you
Sorry, I
feel
just
about our
had to-
travels? Do you feel that our journey has been long? Bearing in mind we've been traveling for about 3 months. I think. Let me double check. So
On
we
the
went
road?
from
On the
yeah.
road
So we
again.
had finished. We
On the
finished
road,
the moon
on the
dance.
road.
The next month was going to be Firetop. We traveled through Firetop,
Oh, I
through
bet that was
Grasping,
beautiful.
through Snow Blanket, and we are just now getting to Frostbite. So we're kind of like right in the middle of winter, but we're in a desert, so it's not hurting as bad.
But
But we've
it's
been traveling for
real cold
3
at
months.
night.
It's real
It's
cold at
real
night.
cold at night, yeah.
Ooh, I know Francisco will not be happy.
But yeah, what do you
I've
think of
piled like
the travels?
every single blanket that we own has been like, or at least that I can get a hold of, it's just piled on top of Francisco. Every once in a while, you see his nose kind of like poke out and then it goes back in.
He's like, the air still hurts my face. Why are we where the air hurts my face?
I'm so sorry, Francisco. Ginger's got like 7 scarves
all the way up.
all the way up. Yeah.
just for the nights though, because it
Yeah.
becomes daytime and the desert heat hits, and you're like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Nice. The next one is there somewhere we hope to go?
Somewhere we hope to go, as in like other than here.
A separate. So this would be a separate inquiry from our last one, because the last question is, and finally, but silently in your heads, where is my home? Right now, where is it that our characters kind of want to go?
Can I ask for a destination on the way to the city?
Oh, we've had multiple pit stops along the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a letter for a chill old farmer with a big family that I feel like we would see along the way.
Hmm.
I'm fine having dropped off that letter and then grabbing another one at some other place.
Okay. Yeah, it was a very nice Vol family. It was a letter checking in on an old friend, so he was very happy to get it.
Nice.
Aw.
He had like 50 little vole children.
Cute.
Ginger and Rose had a fantastic time.
So you can answer this question as you'd interpret it, but bear in mind that it is separate from the last question.
Oh gosh, I have to think
that,
of 2 answers for that question, actually.
I mean, technically, you only have. I guess you kind of do. You don't have to answer for your Kith. They're still growing characters, essentially. But in some ways, it might even be better for you to only answer for Terran. And from Terran's perspective, he doesn't quite know what Rose wants exactly and all of that. What her actual desires are.
That's fair. I can't be too omnipotent.
But if there's
Very
is there
dad of him.
somewhere we hope to go? For Ember, that's a yes. But she doesn't know quite what that place is yet. All she knows is that she's looking. The place that's right will have the right people. Oh, welcome on in, Cross.
No, you're adorable.
Hey, Cross.
Rude.
Terran, his answer is also yes. There is a place that he wants to get to, but he doesn't feel like he can right now.
Are we allowed to say the place we want to get to?
If
'Cause
it's an
that would
actual
be-
location, if you're trying to
I was
like
saying.
actually arrive at a destination that is specific to your character, and not just for your job necessarily, but like for you,
Oh,
like where would it be for you? It would be you have to also keep in mind your where is it? Your kind of capstone thing. So
Yeah, definitely trying to find somewhere. He thinks he may have already, but find somewhere to settle in, pop-up shop on a more permanent basis.
and not being a traveling merchant.
Yeah.
So for the Guardian, you know, their last thing is retiring from wandering, and then their ward adventures forward as their own person, and their next Kith is that person. For me, it says you meet someone new who needs your guidance more than your friends do. You need to part ways. Pick up a new playbook and make a new character. And for my character, she